Yeah, I just remember driving through this neighborhood looking for any vacancies, you know, any alleyways, for rent signs. Just couldn't come across any that were really worth it. So we found spots, you know, but nothing that stood out. If we're gonna get a spot, we wanted like a beautiful window display to work with. We wanted to recreate that experience that we had at our old location, Sub V, with the chair directly in the window, and it kind of comes across like a show. You know, when people are walking by, they're taking pictures, they're like intrigued, like what is going on? Because it's like mannequins that are moving. So it really puts the culture on display. So that's what we were really looking for. And it was just so frustrating because we couldn't find anything that, actually we couldn't find nothing with that display. And then secondly, the big issue was the pricing, because it didn't feel like anything was worth paying for. It became really tough, you know, and it was, we were getting evicted from our loft. I was just like, yo, how the hell are we gonna pull this off? Because in all honesty, I thought we were gonna have to go on hiatus and shut it down and figure things out. We're in NDG. This is the neighborhood we kind of wanted to stay in, because this is where, once I finished university, I was pretty much like in this area. I need to do something in this neighborhood, you know, because I'm trying to tell a story, trying to build a brand. This would be the perfect place to kind of lay those eggs. Just stayed persistent with it. Nobody knows. Like, I was just looking, driving up and down, like, where the hell am I gonna find a spot? This is why I usually say, like, it's more important to be ready, but you can't really create opportunity. You can just kind of decide how you get into the game. You know what I mean? Like, you either get into the game prepared or not prepared.
Damps.
Welcome. Let's go back into that. It was nerve-wracking, bro. It was like borderline, that quitting feeling. Scaling the blocks. You never know what can happen. So I just kind of want to show you guys the initial kind of dream for the shop. So again, I want to show this picture. I'm gonna take it down. So this picture was probably the biggest collab I've ever done. As you can see, like right here, if you look really close, I'm cutting in the window. I bought these chairs. I wasn't bringing any barbers in here. This wasn't my store, you know what I mean? But I found the windows, I found everything about it sick. So I bought these chairs, no idea. I never anticipated having any barbers. I didn't know any barbers. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do with them. But they turned out to be waiting chairs, and I was just like, I put my money down early just because I knew we would grow. This store closed. Quick move. We made a quick move to the loft. Again, this kind of move was very unexpected. I wasn't prepared for it, but we moved to the loft. This is the vibe we were going for. A nice window display, you know, where we could cut at and just have our name plastered on the block. Leave an imprint on a neighborhood. Stinks in here. Let me just light this candle quick. Oh, damn. I wanted to give up, honestly. I wanted to give up. It was nuts, man, like doing this search. Actually, let me bring you guys outside because I want to show you how this whole thing kind of transpired. I was scaling this block specifically because I just felt like I had a lot of potential. There was nobody really here. There was no culture on the block. So I was like, yo, this is the block. I get to stay in the neighborhood I wanted to be in, which is NDG. So I just really wanted to tap into this neighborhood because I felt like they had no culture, but they had all the people around here that wanted to absorb this culture of what Damps is. I'm gonna walk you across the street. Might be a little awkward. I don't really like vlogging in front of people, but I'll do it for you guys right now. Oh, it's locked. Now, first of all, before I continue, I wanna show you guys something that's really amazing, okay? Look how clean these stations are. A lot of barbers don't figure this out ever, you know what I mean? But this is crucial to have stations that shine like this. This is why I got barber stations like this and not anything that's black that's gonna hide dirt. Because the fact of the matter is, if you can't work at this surgical, you can't work at this at all. You know what I mean? So look how clean and prestigious. Look at the shine. You can see my face off of that, you know what I mean? Or my reflection. So that's incredible. A lot of barbers' backgrounds is just like, you cut, you put your tools down, and the hair just builds up on the station, and you don't really ever take care of it. And most barbers too, most barbers don't clean up before they leave. You know, they do a light clean on their clippers. They'll spray barber side their clipper side their clippers, but they won't clean their stations. You know, they'll do like a surface clean. So it's just dope to see that deep clean kind of happening without anybody really saying anything, and each barber holding each other accountable. That's amazing. I want to show you guys something real quick. PSA. Like, look at my hair right now. It's not inspiring at all. It's like a wannabe waver kind of vibe. I'm gonna show you how quick I can get these waves in with Dice molding cream, a wet brush, and a do-rag. I went from afro to legit waves in one haircut. So let's just start by brushing. Just kind of getting that hair a little bit damp, you know? And you see, they kind of fall into place a little bit. But you're gonna see how the molding cream just pulls it together and then keeps that hold and image and shine for the whole day. That's what we're going for. We're not just going for like a slap the do-rag on, take the do-rag off, and then the waves are gone, you know what I mean? We just get that down nice and smooth, hit that front line. Next, we're gonna take our Dice molding cream, okay? Let's get a really good shot. Yeah, right there. Really good shot of that. Crack that open. I'm gonna go for about that much, like whipped cream this. Smear that all around. And then we're gonna go bang, 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 bang. Now typically you could take a comb after and just go through it, but we're not gonna take a comb. I'm just gonna brush a little bit and I'm gonna slap that do-rag on. And at the end of this vlog, I'm gonna take the do-rag off and you'll see the finished results. And you already see kind of that shine. Oof, stuff's amazing because it's lightweight, but it holds well. So it's like perfect for like anybody who doesn't want anything that's gonna feel like heavy product, like Dax or anything like that in their hair, right? Now we're gonna brush that baby, woo! So let me tell you how I put my do-rag on. I never put it on from the inside out. I flip it around because the inside has this like seam that's stitched, and I hate having that line in the middle of my head. So that's how I do it. Okay, so now it's the time for the big unveil. The big unveil. Let's see what happened under here. 50 minutes of microwaving. That's microwave success, baby. That is microwave success. That's Dice molding cream. That's Dice molding cream for you. How you feel about that? I know it's not fully connected. I know it's not fully proper. But I mean, like if you want those waves popping and dipping, this is the cream for you, okay? And for the next 10 orders, www.damscompany.com, I'm gonna throw in a do-rag. I'll throw in a do-rag, you know what I mean? I'll throw in a silky do-rag, you know? But this is kind of what you're looking at. You know, I'll keep working on these so you guys can see the progress, but Dice molding cream, do not sleep on this. 15-minute waves, that's microwave waves by Damps with Dice molding cream. So right now we're gonna just go across the street and check out the spot that I almost took. See that? Read it. It says, hey, tip your barber. Okay, so let's go check this out. Let me show you how close everything is. So we're literally crossing the street. The spot I almost took was this building right here. So it's gonna be either this unit right here or this one down the stairs right here. Okay, and just to give you an example, our shop is right here. So you see how close it is, right? Let me tell you how close this was. So I almost took this spot. I was gonna take the basement because he was gonna give me double the space, but he wanted to give me everything undone. And to me, like, that's not what I wanted. What happened was, he was supposed to meet me, so I came here to meet him, and he didn't show up. So then I'm walking back across the street. Just like this. And then I'm walking to my car. And then up behind me, I'm like, yo, wait, did that say for rent? And it had a for rent sign on it. So I go back. And I look up, it says for rent. So I grab the number. The next morning, early AM, I make that call. I call the number that was on the window. And as soon as I saw this, as soon as I saw that, because in the window, you guys can really see it from the outside, but you can see the chair and everything. It's like a display. So as soon as I saw that stage, I was like, bro, is this like magic? Is this magic? And it was all around this time last year. All around this time last year. As soon as I saw this opportunity, I made that call, met him the next day, and I was like, yo, this is my spot. The company that was in here before bankrupted, so they left a bunch of stuff in here. None of it I needed, so I ended up having to, you know, one of the hardest things to do is get rid of things, get rid of garbage and stuff like that. So what I did was I called companies that sold the same type of stuff that was in the store, and I sold it back to the companies just to get some extra bread and just to get some of the stuff out of here because it was super heavy. So for me to like rent a truck and throw garbage out, I mean, it's expensive, bro. Like there was one dump I did of brick walls that that were in here, like stapled like on the wall in beams, and I think that costed me, moving and dumping the garbage, the bricks, was around $300 to $500. I negotiated a pretty good, I would say a pretty good lease. You know what I mean? You never know until it backfires, but I would say so. I had like 3 to 4 months where I was able to like prep in here without having to pay rent, worry about rent or anything. That was huge. That was very big for me to have that time frame because I had no clue what I wanted to do with the space. And honestly, we blew around 2 months and we only got to it like a month or so before it was like, yo, we're gonna start paying rent soon, so we gotta get this rolling. But yeah, it's crazy how things just played out. It's crazy how they played out. So when I look at Damps right now, I see it more as like education platform. I think this is like 7-figure education when people come through here. Not saying that we got 7 figures up in the bank, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying like the experiences that you'll feel growing in this space with Damps. Damps is not me, by the way, I'm Sage. Damps is the company. This is like 7-figure experience in terms of what you have to persevere and the changes that happen and all the crazy stuff that happens with the shop. There's so much things that happened this year that we're almost a year. We got really hungry barbers with us, and that's all I could ever ask for. Barbers with heart, you know, that's all I could ever ask for. And in a position to really influence this culture. As long as I stay in this game, I would love to turn this into some form of academy, university that helps create opportunities and shows barbers how to use their influence and convert it into bread. I've learned this year, like, not that I was educating like crazy, but just seeing people grow, most fulfilling thing for me so far in this process. When I first got into it, I thought it was gonna be a lot of babysitting barbers. You know what I mean? That's the hard part about a barbershop, is the barbers. But seeing people grow, seeing the barbers grow, I mean, that's like, is one of the best feelings I've had doing this. That's kind of where I want to take this.
Damps.